My name is Joni Ginsberg, and I'm the Executive Director of the Way to Happiness Foundation. Well, the seminar was really amazing. I just feel like it was, the social media and the email marketing seemed so complicated before, and it was so concise and so organized and put together in such a way that it was really easy to understand, and it wasn't overwhelming, and it was very easy to segment it into step-by-step things that you actually could do. Like, I feel like I can take what I learned and do something with it. I'm sure there are some parts of it I'm going to have questions and need coaching, but as you went through it, and as Elad went through it, it was so sensible, and it seemed like, oh yeah, why didn't I think of it this way before? You know, just an orientation and a viewpoint towards, you know, Facebook as like a PR tool and a social party, and, you know, just how you send the emails and how you copyright them in such a manner that, you know, they communicate so much better to the person and don't makes them feel warm and interested in your communication. Well, before the seminar, I've continually been trying to solve marketing and internet marketing and promotion on the internet. You know, how does this work? And people do viral marketing and they do this other stuff, and it all sounds so good. And our product is so phenomenal, we haven't been able to match up the marketing with the quality of the product. And now I feel like have tools to start to create the marketing that's at the same level of the product that we actually have to give people. Well, what makes them different is what they're communicating. And first of all, they're really communicating, and secondly, it's so simple, and it's something that was complex that's taken to the simplicities. And by doing that, it makes it accessible for other people who are not as studied or trained in the area to do something with it. So I worked with Ofer on a trial campaign, and he helped me create an introductory letter and a 5-question survey. And in the past, we would send out surveys and we would get almost no response. And then we would send out surveys and say, you know, if you respond, you get a free poster. And we still get very small response. And so we wrote a survey that was really beautiful and really communicated very well to people and would give us information that would be very valuable so that we could work better with people and help them more. And we sent it out, and we made a little mistake on how we sent it out, and we didn't get that big of a response. And then we were coached on how to change something, and we changed the subject line to, you know, did you get my previous message? And we sent it out from my personal email, and then we got 360 responses. And I also got about 80 personal emails from people, all kind of people, school teachers, administrators, public that have been working with us, people saying thank you, people saying I did the survey. And it was just a phenomenal result because it actually got people back in communication with us. Well, we have 41,600 names on our mailing list, and they come from countries across the entire world, from Taiwan, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, the United States, you know, all over Europe, all over Latin America. And I'm sure if we redo the survey in Spanish and send it out to the Latin American people, we'll get tons of responses from them. So yeah, we had people from all over the world answer. Well, the impact for us, if we apply what we've learned, is to actually, I would say at least 10x or 100x the responses that we get from our email campaigns, and taking the viewpoint of building up our contact list and segmenting that list and communicating correctly so that we engage people and they become part of a community of the Way to Happiness around the world. And then when we have specific campaigns, like we just did the International Day of Peace, we had about 75, 80 groups around the world participate. We could probably triple that or 10x it. And same thing in 2015 when we launched the next International Day of Happiness campaign. You know, we did just tons of people last year. Probably 125 groups participated last year, all over the world. So, you know, maybe that'll be 1,250 this year, or 12,500. Well, I would say this, is that we're making things a lot harder for ourselves than we need to, and that we can increase the speed of service by utilizing the internet as a medium and skipping paper mailings and things like that, unless it's directly to a teacher to deliver to students. But otherwise, we should be really looking at how to segment the communication into the type of public and a specific thing, and not overload people with so much communication and so many things to read, and, you know, not sorting out the material, but just, you know, I'm a mother and I saw this and I'm having trouble with my kid. Then we have the info pack that's downloadable with the tips for the mother who's having trouble with their kid, who's not the same as the police chief who's having trouble with his community, or the community leader that needs materials to use to help the community, or the banker who's, you know, has internal theft as a problem, or the business. You know, these are all different publics, and it gives us an opportunity to really tailor make a communication and utilize social media, video, and instant communication via email, because or the internet, because when I go online and I want something, I'm interested in that moment, and that's how the public is. And in that moment, if I can download the information, then I have the thing that I need, and then I'll be encouraged to participate or buy books or do something if that answers my questions. So I would say we need to really relook at what we're doing so that we can increase the speed of our service and deliver more to more people faster.